Hello everyone and welcome back. I am Duke Silver. Today we are playing Puffy. Now, Puffy is not a hero that I find particularly good, but yeah, we did manage to get a video for it, which to be honest, I was surprised that it took way less games than than Rumple, and I think Rumple's a considerably better hero. So on turn 1, I considered sharding the baby Puff, but I mean, like, I think it's fine to do. Getting just like a random good evil character, like it's the baby Puff is just tempo anyways. Like there are definitely some things you can do with Puffs later on. Like how I think you should play Puffy if you want to win is you should basically play your early game like with the tempo of just having an extra unit. Try and scale the Puff as much as possible, and then you can buy Puffs on level 4. Like you probably just want to buy a couple, and then you'll have them kind of act like tempo. Like you'll just use them as tempo characters and then buy kind of experience to get ahead of the lobby. Is I think the strategy that's gonna work best. And here we're gonna prioritize the cut purse sleigh over the dragon. We've just accepted the dragon as being just a 3/2, so that's why I put it in the back there to catch other baby dragons rather than having the dragon and the cut purse compete for slot 1 there. We fortunately managed to take down that very large crafty. All right, now again, we don't want them the cut purse and the brave princess here is competing for the first attack, so we're just going to put them in 1 and 5, or technically 2 and 5. Our Puffy's getting good, or baby Puff is getting good scaling, which is nice. Regular Puffs start at 7/7, I believe, so they've already got +4/+4 on them. So even right now, if we were to say like Kiss into 1 or like Polywoggle Slay into 1, it would be an 11/11 already, which is a decent chunk of stats. And yeah, I think Puffy is kind of like acts like a Jax Giant, or I would say a worse Headless Horseman. In the fact that like it's the tempo is good for the first couple turns, but already like our other characters are catching up to the same size as the baby Puff here, so like it's about to fall off on 3.2. So one thing that I don't like about heroes like this that makes me generally avoid them is if you have a bad early game on a tempo hero like this, then there's like basically no way to recover, right? Like heroes that have hero powers that are relevant longer into the game, I find are just better all around. Because I mean, if you have a bad start, you can still get value from them later, right? All right, going into level 4, nice and healthy. So we are hoping to pick up a Puff or 2 here. These treasures are not great. Bad Moon is a speculation pick, but we don't really have any lines into Slay right now. Fancy Pants is probably the best treasure here for us, and we are going to take it. The Quiver can be good if you have like some supports in your shop. And we're gonna take a monster manual and play these two mummies. I didn't play the mummies before because the Black Cat with the Queen of Hearts is just and ends up being more stats, I think. And I was trying to get the Brave Princess Slays. All right, we get to triple our mummy, which is nice. We're gonna pick up a Sting here. We'll put the Black Cat in the Sting slot, and then lock this Queen of Hearts triple or pair. Sorry. And also we've got with the Masquerade Ball, we've got a nice 3 big pigs there, nice and early. So it's a pretty clean turn to just take our Queen of Hearts and play a big pigs, and then cast our spell. And I think the 10/6 is a little bit better than an 8/8, but we're still gonna play the Puffy. We're gonna try and we're gonna scale it at least for one more turn. Again, we are gonna kind of hope to see 1 or 2 Puffs, just as a tempo play. But I mean, we might not actually need them here. Handle that board quite easily. We're gonna fancy pants Polywoggle here. We get to triple our Queen of Hearts, and we've already seen these treasures, and we didn't want them before, and we definitely don't want them now. So we're just gonna skip there. And yeah, with the sting, I took the Polywoggle because with the sting, like we have a really good chance to get it to slay on level 5 here, and we take a Genie's Wish and get a free experience out of it. So that's fantastic. And now we're gonna cut the baby Puff. I think it did a pretty good job keeping us strong for the early game. And unfortunately, this opponent on 4.2 here has an incredibly huge board already. We are going to be able to take them down though, because our Queen of Hearts is very, very large. All right, we're going to fancy pants the Lancelot, because that gives us the perfect 25 with the sting and the mim there. A little bit unfortunate that we don't. There's a Puff finally, but at this point, even a 15-15 is not good enough. Our board has already surpassed where that is, I think. I mean, like, it's better than something individually on our board for sure, but the synergy with the Queen of Hearts means that we don't want to play it. All right, again, our Queen of Hearts is just going to clean up the battlefield and win us that fight. All right, we got a level 5 treasure. Staff is very tempting. There's not really much we want to find on below level 4. And we're pretty far ahead, so Staff is pretty good. Ambrosia and Hand of Midas are both pretty good as well. Although we still have a full turn to go, so I don't think I would take Hand of Midas, because I'd want to save it for level 6. So we're going to take the Ambrosia here. And we're gonna, since we're so far ahead, we're gonna take a 3-pair. It's a potential line on a treasure map that we would absolutely still like to get. As well as we took the Nian. I like taking Nian. I think Nian is very, very good. I mean, the level 5 treasures are a little bit awkward now. Like they're just not as good as they were. Like, I mean, Horn feels weird at level 5. I don't know if I'm alone in that, but yeah, it feels like Horn is almost not good enough at level 5, or it's not strong enough to take unless you're like really set up for it already. And yeah, that just so it just lowers the overall quality of level 5s, I think. But I like getting a golden Nian to TLK. I mean, we've got the Lance that we could TLK. Because getting a golden 6 again I've said this many times before, but can just give you some direction and just a big power spike. I know I generally like don't have like a specific game plan going into level 6 usually, so it's usually like whatever I find early, then that's kind of what I build into. So we got an Empress P from our Polywoggle. Or no, sorry, we got the Boomhilda from the Polywoggle. We picked up an Empress P because that goes with it very well. And yeah, we picked up a golden Ashwood. Or we picked up an Ashwood and put it in the Ambrosia slot, sorry. And yeah, so that we've got kind of like 2 different directions going on now. We lose that fight pretty decisively. And we take a second Boomhilda, so we're kind of leaning in towards Empress P right now. I really considered the Green Knight there, just because like it can build us into trees, but I think the amount of gold you have to spend to build into trees is just a little bit too much. And since we are set up for Empress P here, the Horn does feel good at level 5. But yeah, the gold investment to get into trees, I feel like, is generally like a little bit too great to try and force it without having like a really, really good shop or like a really easy kind of on-ramp into it. So yeah, we're gonna swap out the Ashwood for a pumpkin here. Golden Pumpkin, I mean, I've talked about how good I think the Evil P comp is, and I still believe that it's very good, so we're gonna build into Evil P comp. All Alright, we're gonna sell down and change heroes, because obviously our hero power doesn't really do anything, so going first and getting a Slay on our first character is pretty good. I mean, going first is the really important part. So yeah, we're gonna put Empress P up front, and then it's gonna get a little bit of attack when it slays, as well as we're just gonna get those stats onto the Boomhildas immediately, which I think is gonna be very important. All right, comes down to the wire, comes down to a 50-50, but we do win the 50-50 and knock that player out. All right, pick up another pumpkin, so that's fantastic. Briefly considered sharding the P just for a potential like going into just like a full pumpkin comp, but I think P is with the horn is very good in pumpkin comp. We do want to find an evil twin at some point if we can, but getting those stats on the Boomhildas is great, and the Boomhildas with the horn are gonna pump up our pumpkin summons and make them nice and relevant a lot longer than they would be normally. All right, kind of an awkward attacks there. We unfortunately don't get our pumpkin to pop until our supports are all gone already. And we get a random smite onto our one support that was beefing up our front line. I don't think it would have been enough to take down that fight or even tie it, but still, getting that 1 in 7 was a little bit unfortunate. All right, now we get a pumpkin triple, which we are going to sell for. We can get out of this Ashwood, and we've got this golden rotten apple tree that we sharded from Lance. So we don't need to keep the Nian, since that's a pretty good TLK target eventually if we decide to go that route. But I mean, a golden apple tree is great too, and we're just going to shift the Boomhilda over to the Ambrosia slot. Just make sure we're getting maximum value. Also, it separates our Boomhildas just in case we come across a Doom Breath. And also, we did take Phoenix Feather, because Phoenix Feather is going to be very good with P. If P is the first thing to die, then it just puts a ton more stats onto our back line. But if our smaller P dies first, then our back line takes the Phoenix Feather, which I think is fine as well. Just rolling down, looking for the triple. We would really like an evil twin, although we don't really have anything as backup for our Empress P here. We're gonna take a Cupid. So since we get to attack first, and it's got a decent amount of attack on it, it should be able to take out something from their back line. Considered playing the Mummy over the second Empress P, but I think that's right to play both Empress Ps. All right, so Smite goes onto our big Empress P, which gets resummoned immediately. But we do take out one of their backline pieces, making them considerably weaker with their Ps. We get a really good breakpoint there. 161 attack onto the 161 health of their Scion of the Storm is really fortunate. All right, and the tokens from the 3 big pigs act as perfect blockers and allow us to get our support attacks off one after another and take down that fight. So it's not the most the smoothest comp, but yeah, it gets the job done. Evil P still getting it done. Evil P is still good. Yeah. But yeah, so I hope you found this entertaining or educational or interesting in some way. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps the channel, and I really appreciate it. Let me know what you think of Puffy. What do you think of Goldilocks? I will be doing a Goldilocks game tomorrow. So I've got a video for each of the new heroes, and I can kind of go over my thoughts on them more in depth, as I kind of tried to do in this video as well. But yeah. Again, I would love to hear your thoughts on the game, or just on the hero in general, or what you think of the changes from this patch. just overall, after we've kind of sat with it for a while now. But yeah, I think that's everything. Oh, follow me over on Twitch. I will be streaming regularly. Yeah, my Twitch will be in the description and in the pinned comment. So I would love for you to follow me over there and hang out when I go live. I haven't been going live as much this past week because I spent a lot of hours doing those Rumple videos. As you can tell, they're very long and they required a little bit more effort than doing just my regular daily videos. And yeah, in addition to doing videos every day, I had to kind of work on those for a couple days, and it just left me with not enough energy to get a stream going and whatnot. But yeah, that's everything for today. So I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.